together to welcome them. Let's continue to jam it because I'm here to see the president. My Western people, let the president feel the vibration that is here in order. Thank you very much. Please, let's have our seats. We want to welcome you to the big paper presentation. Our apology for starting a bit behind schedule. One thing we can assure you of is that we are going to get the best out of it. This morning, we will be having the lead paper for the next 1 hour, and thereafter we'll go to the opening ceremony. Because my president is here, I learned that the chairman of session will soon join us, but I won't want to bore you and delay you much. We kickstart, and I know she will meet while the paper presentation goes on. I think there was a slight delay why she could not just make it here. But the lead paper presentation will definitely be chaired by the Vice Chancellor of Lagos State University, Professor Ibiyemi Olatunji Bello, PhD, Emmanuel. Please a round of applause for her. I'm sure when she comes in, we will definitely invite her to the item. But we'll commence with the paper presentation, which is the lead paper, and we are talking on professional accountant, uncertain economy, and sustainable development. Our lead paper presenter is the Honorable Commissioner of Finance for Lagos State, who, because of the exigency of assignment, has assigned someone to cover up the beat for him this morning. And it is my singular honor to welcome one of our own, Professor Godwin Emmanuel Oyedokun, FCA, as he takes a seat for his presentation. I will be directing the affair of this program with Mr. Emmanuel, who will quickly read the brief citation of Professor Oyedokun.
Good morning, professional colleagues. Our dear President, it is my pleasure to present the paper presented to us to read his profile. Professor Oyedokun is a multi-talented and multidisciplinary scholar practitioner of good repute with over 20 years of experience. He is a public policy analyst, author, and international speaker, who is currently a professor of accounting and financial development at the lead city university in Ibadan, Nigeria. He is a visiting and adjunct professor of many universities, both in Nigeria and overseas. Professor Oyedokun is a sought-after intellectual who had presented many technical seminar papers at various conferences, training, seminars, and is an examiner to some professional bodies in Nigeria and abroad. He has attended several local and international conferences in the last 20 years, including but not limited to the programs at Lagos Business School, Lagos, Nigeria, Joseph Business School, Chicago, USA, University, Dallas, Texas, USA, Greenwich University, London, University of Bristol, England, University of Johannesburg, South Africa, University of Kenya, Nairobi, among others. He has authored over 50 articles, professional articles, 22 conference papers, 15 chapter contributions, 171 peer-reviewed academic articles. He has edited 10 books and published 20 books to the glory of God. He has successfully supervised 121 PhD projects, 7 PGD projects, 35 MSc dissertation, and 15 completed PhD theses. The theses are in management, accounting, finance, taxation, and forensic accounting and audit in Nigeria and overseas. He has assessed several candidate theses for masters and PhD both in private and public universities in Nigeria and abroad. He has also been privileged to have assessed scholars for position of associate professor and professor in private and public universities in Nigeria. Professor Oyedokun is the founder of OGE Group and the principal partner at Oyedokun, Godwin, Emmanuel and Co., a firm of chartered accountants, tax practitioners, and forensic auditors. He is an erudite, pragmatic, and contemporary international professor, a consummate educationist, and a human capital development expert who has taught in all levels of education. He is currently a governing council member of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, ICAN, Business Recovery and Insolvency Practitioners of Nigeria, GRIPAN, Global President of the Association of Forensic Accounting Researchers, AFAR, and the Chairman, Ilupeju Bagada and District Society of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, among others. Professor Oyedokun is happily married with wonderful children. My president, I hereby present the paper presented to us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Amode. While the profile of our paper presenter was going on, we have the chairman of session, and you know, in our tradition, I must give recognition to our chairman who is there. She's been very good to us. Once again, permit me to welcome Professor Ibiyemi Ibilola Olatunji Bello, MNI. A brief profile of our chairman of session, Professor Ibiyemi Ibilola Olatunji Bello, was born in Lagos on the 23rd April 1964 to Mrs. Jade Sola Ibidapo name Abraham of Itakosa, Lagos Island, and Mr. Emmanuel Ibidapo Okunriboyi of Owo, Ondo State. She attended Anglican Girls Primary School from 1970 to 1974, and then Lagos Anglican Girls Grammar School, Surulere, before 1974 to 1979. Professor Ibitoye then proceeded to Methodist Girls High School, Yaba, and Lagos State Government of Science and Technology, Ikosi Campus, where she did her A-levels in 1982. Professor Olatunji Ibilola attended the prestigious University of Ibadan, where she bagged the BSc Honors Psychology in the year 1985. After her NYSC at the University of Lagos, she was awarded MSc Physiology in 1987 at the University of Lagos. She attended a 6-month research training in the University of Texas Health Science Center at San Antonio in the United States of America in 1984, after which she bagged a PhD in physiology of the University of Lagos in 1998. She obtained a postgraduate diploma in theology from the Bible College of the Redeemed Christian Church of God in the year 2001, and a postgraduate diploma in education of the Lagos State University in 2008. She was awarded a fellowship of the Physiological Society, United Kingdom, in the year 2017, and was shortly followed by the Fellowship Award of the Physiological Society of Nigeria. She was appointed a Fellow of the Society for Environmental Toxicology and Pollution Mitigation in the year 2019. An acute academic, Professor Olatunji Bello rose through the rank from assistant lecturer in 1988 to 1991 to lecturer 2 to lecturer 1, senior lecturer and associate professor in 2005 to 2007, all in the College of Medicine of the University of Lagos, Ghana. She had several professional and administrative positions, both at UNILAG and at Lagos State University, until her election as the first female Deputy Vice Chancellor of LASU. She was the first substantive head of the Department of Physiology, LASUCA. Other university management positions held by professors include Head of Department of Physiology, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Acting Vice Chancellor in the year 2011, Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics 2023, and Pioneer Director of LASU Directorate of Advancement 2016 to 2022. In addition, she was government representative at the Lagos State University Governing Council 2004 to 2008, and a Senate representative of the Governing Council of Lagos State University until her appointment as the second female and the ninth substantive Vice Chancellor of Lagos State University by His Excellency Mr. Babajide Olúṣọlá Sanwo-Olu in September 2021. She is a member of many professional bodies, most notable of which she is the first female, second Vice President, Physiology Society of Nigeria, and first Vice President of the organization. She is the first to hold the position in 2019. Permit me, because of want of time, to celebrate this great woman, Professor Ibiyemi Ibilola Olatunji. I'm sure we can do it in a Western way. Thank you very much. Let me give the mic to the chairman of session, and we'll take it.
Thank you very much. Good morning, distinguished members and guests, and all facilitators. I welcome you to the synopsis for OBA 2023. Our lead paper will be presented by Honorable Rabiu Onolapo, the Honorable Commissioner for Finance, Lagos State. But he's unable to attend, and he has sent a very, very effective representative, Professor Godwin Oyedokun, FCA. Professor Oyedokun is going to talk on the professional accountants, on certain economy and sustainable development. I hereby present Professor Godwin Oyedokun, FCA, for the lead paper. Thank you.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
I'd like to wait for more answers. Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Your Excellency, the number one citizen of our dear professional body, ICAN, His Eminence, our Baba, Malam Hassan. Thank you for always being who you are, and thank you for the mentoring that we have been receiving all the while. Because of the fact that appropriate protocol has not been laid before now, you will kindly permit me to quickly just recognize those that have been charged with the governance of our institute in that order of presidency. The Vice President, first Vice and the second Vice, and my other eminent office bearer, the council member of our institute, those that are relegating our institute to this high level that we have. Also, before I go, I want to specially recognize our academic eminence, the Vice Chancellor of the only university in Lagos. I know I'm going to put myself into trouble today because I talk too much. But unfortunately, you do not have the mic to echo what you want to say. And when we see our female gender doing well, we need to just appreciate them. When we talk about the last time we visited her in the office, I did not slack. I am sure I was so close to her to take my picture. And if you see that picture in the brochure, you will understand what I'm saying. It is not easy to identify with scholars of this nature. Professor Ibiyemi Olatunji Bello, Emmanuel, thank you for honoring us with your presence. The topic we want to discuss this morning is a kind of preparatory discussion to the conference that your ZONAL executive have put together. And it's on that note, I want to use this to connect with the ZONAL chairman and the executive of the only happening zone in Nigeria. Madam, I know I'm going to put myself in the trouble. I know. Alaja, thank you for what you have done for us, and the conference director, conference chairman, and all other principal officers. So it's going to be like 20 minutes discussion, because I'm not talking to those people that I need to be taking their hands to hold mouse and clicking. What we are discussing is simple. We want to look at what professional accountant is, and is there anything called troubled economy? If there is troubled economy, what brings about troubled economy? Unfortunately, we want to also understand that you can eat your future now and jeopardize the interests of those that are coming behind you. And to put records straight, I am doing this on behalf of Honorable Commissioner for Finance, my friend Dr. Rabi Onolako. Today they are having emergency meeting, and even all of us in Lagos State must be there. Conference director will be telling us more about that. Not that he actually don't want to come. Professional accountant is not what has come here to telling us who we are. But you know there's a body of knowledge in accountancy. Unlike physiology, we do not practice the same thing, but I understand my Vice Chancellor will be able to bring our own aspect of it to it. But what we're doing in accountancy profession is that we pride ourselves to the extent that it is accountancy and others. I'm so sorry, man. It's accountancy and others. And for those people that are more eloquent than I am, they will come and tell you that even when we want to start this world, even God utilized the work of accountants that he created himself. And it's been envisaged that even after, you will still need accountants. I want to wonder where others will come in that day, but I leave it to those professions to actually struggle and deal with that. So, ma'am, in this study, you are looking at professional accountants, chartered accountants for that matter, who understand everything about debit and credit, and a little bit of that debit and credit will be discussed just because of you, not because of them. And these are the people that without them in your mosque, your church, your market, your vice chancellorship, your organization, it is not complete. And I reckon that the last time we were with you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this letter is not targeting to her, but you need to understand why we are taking. Okay? The last time you mentioned that the bossa, we need to talk to him that this is the reason for all those things, because these are the people that have been trained to understand why and why not. So professional accountants rigorously have been trained in all ramifications of accountancy practice, and they are the ones that can predict, forecast, and also enable that the capacity of the organization is very, very capable in the sense that when things want to be done, they understand how it should be done. For accountancy, you do not just jump into it, but our profession, especially our ICAN, has been able to draw up a body of knowledge that is most suitable in the world, in the training of accountancy. Be it every other profession that we may have there, in terms of every other one, the accountancy that we practice in Nigeria, especially by ICAN, is to enable you to weather the storm. And the storm that we were being prepared to weather is now what we have today. In fact, for us to even journey from wherever we are today to where we are now is as a result of the thickness that we have passed through while we were studying ICAN. You can ask me how. It's because of resilience, tenacity, and focus aspect of our life. In terms of professionalism, when you graduate from University of Lagos, another university from the Department of Accounting, you are not referred to as an accountant. Okay? You are only referred to as an accountant that understand what and how to do things if you have passed through what these honorable gentlemen and ladies have passed through in the course of their training. These are the set of people that you will wonder why they are still handsomely looking, having passed through that state of life where in the middle of the night they do not have rival, you've had their spouses. At some point we ask, what is the name of this ICAN, so that we can go to church and pray that this ICAN should just allow you to go. And that's why the shoulder pad in our suit, when we do not have it, always come up like that. It's not our fault, it's because of the training that we are able to pass through. Thank you. Your Excellencies, our president of our institute, you also agree with me that troubled economy is not just economy that smiles at anybody. Is that economy whereby even friends don't love themselves again? Is that economy whereby things don't happen the way they should happen? Oh, no wonder the quantitative technique that took us through when we were training ourselves has been able to, no matter how difficult it was then, we were able to now see why we were learning all those unnecessary linear programming, unnecessary. Now they are necessary for us. We want to say thank you to the Governing Council of our Institute for upskilling the curriculum of accounting. Troubled economy is economy that is in crisis. And the definition of crisis is as good as what you have in your mind now. Okay? It couldn't have been so worse than what we have when it comes to crisis. A situation whereby even to read your book at home is a problem. Even to even go to your office is a problem. And I want to believe that most of us that have firm, your rent this year must have increased. Yes or yes? Aha. But I also want to believe that your parents have not been able to increase your audit fee. Yes or yes? Okay. I want to believe that the petroleum products that we have now will be like 300 or 500% of what we used to have with the same level of claims that you have up to now. Yes or yes? Okay. I want to also believe that the school fee of your children, as at this time, is not the same thing that what you have been paying before. I also want to believe that if you are a salary earner, I'm not sure your salary has been increased for the past 12 months. I want you to be answering me so that I will know that I'm talking to my colleague.
Okay, so if the level of income is stable, fulcrum, fixed at that purpose, and all parameters and fundamentals that make your life easy is going up, not in arithmetical progression but geometric progression. In fact, if there's anything called progression after geometry, we should talk about it. How would economy be more trouble than that? The issue is that how will you navigate? How have you been doing it? See, Oga proposal. If you stand up, you see the shoe, tie, and everything. It's not because the money is there, but because he has been trained in this line to survive such. I want to let you know that the economy is troubled to the extent that even the likes of Godwin that doesn't like to talk will go to Facebook and talk in Paris. You see that kind of thing that forces those people that think they are not extrovert, they will talk, and when they talk, you understand that if they can talk, some of us have spoken. So, but your ability to calm down, your ability to withstand the pressure is not gotten from anywhere, especially if you are this expression of accountancy body than what we have taken through in this ICAN of a profession. And that is why, more often than not, there are some certain things you will not need again. Look at your set of wardrobe. Is there any clothes that you have kept there for more than 1 year? It means they are not necessary again in your life. At times, some of our shoes, we did that we are dead because we are not using them and they are of Italian religion. God forbid that you go into that kind of expenditure profile. Because this is an economy that we find ourselves where wastages will no longer be order of the day. I trust professional accountants, we are not involved in that. But that notwithstanding, there are some aspects of our life that this regionalism has protected us and it has insulated us against those shocks. And the shock will be even marital shock, financial shock, even employability shock. Okay? All this I'm saying, because out of my 20 minutes, I've spent 1 minute. So all this I'm saying is just to let us know that there should be a future. And you can only turn into that future if you understand the basis of your profession now, and you do not find any reason to drop your profession because of the trouble of now, and you are able to use all the fundamentals that we were taught in the course of being who we are today, and you are able to identify what causes one issue or the other, and you are not part of the people that create more problems for other people, then you will now know that in your firm, you don't want to lay off your staff. Then is there any expenditure profile that you need to cut down on? How will you subtly talk to your clients in order for them to see that you have value-added services that will make them to be able to part away with additional fee in order to augment what you want with them? You cannot just come in form of pastor and think you will go and meet the client and say, don't you see what is happening in the economy? No, that is not our thing. All you need to now do is to genuinely create value for the same job you are doing. I hope they are not here. Your clients are not here. Let's tell our story. They are not here. If I've been auditing and sending 1 or 2 staff before and they will spend 1 week and they will come back, I'll carry my apoti and I'll go and sit down with them for some time just to show that they are value addition. If you cannot add value, some people will still want to remove value, and that's not from my accountant's profession of this extraction that I belong. Okay? Can you just create something that will make the organization know that you are part of the system? If yours is to just go interim accounting, you understand what I'm saying? People will go, and after it is only when you want to hold the next time that you go. Why don't you just go every 3 months? After today, we are now here. Okay, can we see this? Why don't we do this like this? People check the wall as a risk officer, which is external. As if this is corporate, it can create data, and the staff will not be okay. And when they are not okay, they will not be able to do their job. If they are not able to do their job, productivity will come down. If productivity will come down, even staff will go. even those people that are attached to them will go. By the time you explain this to clients, they will know that the services you are rendering is not just straight jacket, I want to body, policeman theory and plan. Create other things of doing your work. You can also bring in professional ICT thing into what you are doing. That, oh, don't worry, we are monitoring what you are doing online. They will not even know whether you are monitoring it, but I know you are monitoring it because you have capacity to do that. So that you don't just go to your clients in this period of economic hardship and feel that they will give you their money just because they are charity. Now, if you are able to do this, I'm in second minute of my 20 minutes now. If you are able to do this, you will realize that there is a future. And if care is not taken, some of us will not obey the word of God as written in some of our holy books that say, a good father will leave what? For who? And what? So it is not a taboo that you are saying, no, Oyedokun, I will hate that. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that in English, but what I'm saying is that some people are fond of, let me eat everything now. If you do that, if your accountancy work, if your accountancy function is not that sort that can enable you to enjoy your life now, and also have some for the future and the future of your generation yet unborn, then you are a crisis for the future generation. Those are the kind of parents their generation yet unborn will be costly. Generation that will borrow money for the future to pay. That's not the kind of generation ICAN is creating us. Okay, so when we talk about the aspect of our sustainable development, we are talking about, can we do all what we want to do to radiate, shine now, but do not forget the future. And the future belongs to those that we are producing in terms of human. And I want to tell you that there will never be any meaningful development if growth is missing. For those of you that know when I got qualified, you will see that this tummy was not there then. See this side. It wasn't part of it. Those are the period of my growth. And it has to do with numbers. And when I say numbers, a reasonable governor of the state will say, when I became governor and when I'm leaving, there are 47 ATM machines around. But a child accountant of the expression will be able to tell the governor, say, calm down, sir. It is not about the end number. What was it before you come? You have 40 ATM before you arrive as governor, and you are going with 47, right? What is percentage increase? Calculate it, but I know the number, 7. And another governor will say, I am leaving the governor's seat with 40 ATM machines. The question is that when you were coming, how many were the ATM machines around? I'm using ATM to just explain this. Oh, there were 10 ATM machines in my state. But when I'm going, I'm leaving 40. That governor performed more than the one that is 47. Now, what has happened? Growth. Okay? Growth is a number. At a particular point in time in my life, they were praying for me that I should be increasing in size. At a particular point in time, I could not increase more than this height. And God forbid that I'm even getting taller than this. Okay? So, which age, sir? It's not too late. No, it's not for that. It's not too late for my development, but it's too late for the growth inside. It's not going to happen. Go to the wall and measure it and keep it there and come back next year. You still remain that way. But chances are that your tummy may come out, your head may eat, and all those things. Those are the growth. But development come at that point when you are noticing that life has changed. Mama put is no longer the option. The kind of the car, this is no longer the kind you want to do. Then we are talking about development. So, future will be developed if all of us that have grown and developed up to this stage can go back to where we are coming from and ensure that there's adequate and sustainable growth, because development will come when you can sustain growth, then you start developing. So there will be sustainable development in all ramifications if all of us as central accountants can obey the clearing call as to where we are coming from. I put it to us that this country in future will be more sustainable in terms of development if lawyers and accountants can wake up more. Let me not say wake up more. There will never be any fraudulent activities in this country if accountants wake up more and the lawyers are loyal. Every other one will follow us. Check those two. Accountants most important. If you do your work, if somebody wants to audit his work and is coming to you, Oga Omidiji, I want to audit this. Can you pay 50,000 naira? And you say, God forbid, my fee cannot be less than from 2 million. And he said, don't worry, I have other people. And he goes to the next person and says, God forbid, go to the third person. And system will regulate itself to the extent that the person is now what it before. But by the time, because of the current temporal hardship in the economy, we lose our professionalism. Sustainable development will not exist because we have collected that job at a regular company. In fact, some of your clients will calculate the amount of stamp you are buying. Maybe it's not 50,000 and 15 naira stamp. It's not for you to sign. Immediately you mistakenly get that job and you do it, you have rubbish every other person in there. And the sustainable development will never come. I'm so sorry, we run this by giving you mic, but this is not this. That as professional accountant, you don't have issues here, but you can stand on your feet. How many of us will see fraudulent activities in our offices and we say, please, I'm not part of it, and you are ready to resign? But the question that the second God in our brain will tell us that, how will you eat tomorrow? But that second God in your mind will not tell you that if EFCC come tomorrow, you will cry like baby. IG of police retire. Ordinary constable will put handcuff and they will cry. Have you not seen it in Nigeria? So what is that permanent in nature? Why will you want to just trample on your integrity just because of future that may not be sustainable for you? Basically, ladies and gentlemen, I love talking and I'm being paid to talk. It's on this note I want to rest my case by telling you that accountants have been trained. Economy has been in crisis. What will you say of your future? Future of profession, future of professional body, future of our family, future of this nation. And that is why the organizer of this conference has been able to say, can we just ruminate on that? That as professional accountants, we have been training, but we do not have power 100% on certain economic, because not all of us are charged with governance of this nation. Then if that is the case, how do you want the future of this country to be? Reduce it to your family, reduce it to your internal family. It's on this note, President of our university and the office bearer, thank you for allowing me to speak in front of very nice talk. Thank you so much.
Let's keep the applause going. Thank you very much, Professor Godwin, Oyedokun, FCA. You actually spent 25 minutes. Yes. The paper has been well delivered, and I will just lend my voice to it, but I want to do the normal protocols. Give honor to whom honor is due. So it is my pleasure to chair this lead paper session, and I'm immensely honored to be a part of your program as I bring you warm greetings from members of the management, staff, and students of Lagos State University. I want to appreciate the president of ICAN, Malam Isa, FCA, and all the deputy presidents or vice presidents, and all members of the council. A few weeks ago, when the chairman of ICAN, Ojo Padagri and Agbara, that's Oba, and the district, Mr. Taiwo Moshood Folaron, who is a staff of LASU, we call him Obama.
Obama.
Who is also the conference director, facilitated the visit of the leadership of the ICAN Southwest Zone to my office to solicit our support for this program. I was unequivocal in expressing my willingness to give all the needed support to make this conference a success. But before I give you the reasons why I gave the support, I remembered my sister that I have not acknowledged her, my classmate at NIPS, my fellow distinguished MNI. She's here. God bless you, my sister, and other distinguished MNIs here present. So the two reasons for this is, first, one of the goals of my administration as the ninth substantive Vice Chancellor of Lagos State University is human capital development. And I believe that participation in this conference brings us closer to achieving that goal, and further affords a good number of members of staff in the bursary and audit of Lagos State University and in the general university community who are members of this great body. So if you are a member of staff of Lagos State University, please kindly stand up for recognition. Where are they? They are not here because we supported them. They are all around.
LOC.
Okay, LOC, all right. So there's no gainsaying the fact that this conference will immensely enhance the capacity and service delivery of our members of staff. And this cannot be overemphasized. Hence, this university supports the conference indeed, and it is beneficial to our university. Secondly, it is my belief that accountants who form a powerful body of professionals in the scheme of things must be encouraged to come together at this time to profile solutions that can salvage the economy of this nation from collapse at the critical time of our history. The social and economic tension that many Nigerians have had to face in the last few days and weeks is indeed enormous. I therefore believe that this conference is coming at a most auspicious time. Accountants can engage in robust conversations on some of the key economic issues facing us and profile solutions. Interesting, the theme of this conference, Professional Accountants on Certain Economy and Sustainable Development, is very apt at this time, when the economy forms the core of the talking points in campaign conversations in the days leading to the 2023 general elections. I do not possess the expertise to speak on matters of the economy, no, It's not my area, it's not physiology. As much as many of you here today, but I'm sufficiently educated enough to understand that accountants, like many other professionals, are partly responsible for the precarious situation of our nation today. It is you that will play a key role in salvaging the situation. Because you know, you can turn, the executive, you have a way of advising the executive. How far have you gone for us to salvage the situation? I noted from the lecture when Professor Oyedokun was talking, he said there is no meaningful development if growth is missing. At our different places of work, whether you're working with executive, you are on your own, and so on. How do you measure growth? Do you ensure that there is growth? And then, during handover, like they said, is the growth sustained? Future will be developed if we can all sustain the growth employed by all of us here. I wish we'll go back to it and look at it. Each situation in your own field, what are you doing to make sure there's growth of your company, growth of your institution? How are you contributing so that you will have a sustained development? Without growth, there is no development. I am taking this out from the lead paper, and I'm sure many of you have also taken one thing or the other from that lead paper. It is very important to look at sustainable development as one of the cardinal topics that we should look at in this conference. It's an organization principle that aims to meet human development goals while also enabling nature systems to provide necessary support in terms of natural resources and ecosystem services to humans. How do you sustain the growth? We have 17 development goals aimed at ending poverty. When you have the SDGs, ending poverty, protecting the planet, and ensuring that all people enjoy peace and prosperity. How do we sustain growth? There is no doubt that this is the ideal goal our world should aspire to attain. The 17 SDGs. Nigeria should transform from a nation of 220 million people living in endemic poverty to a nation of economic prosperity and boom. From a nation where faltering and uncertain economic policies and poor management engender instability to a nation of planned, data-backed economy which supports peace, security, and thriving entrepreneurial spirit of many Nigerians. I believe that the solution to the precarious economic problem lies here in this hall. Among you accountants, as we go into the coming election, in the coming days, it is my hope that the outcomes of this conference will go a long way in helping shape the voting choice of Nigerians. This is a service to the nation, and our collective prosperity depends on it. I thank the leadership of ICAN Western Zone for agreeing to hold this conference under the Oba district. It is a great honor that you have done to us here, and we do not take it for granted. I also acknowledge and thank the President, Malam Tijani Issa, who led the principal officers and members of the Government Council of ICAN to my office yesterday on a courtesy visit. Thank you for your visit. I wish you all fruitful deliberations in the next 3 days. God bless you. Thank you.
For our Vice Chancellor, Professor Ibijemi Olatunji Emmanuel. Thank you very much, ma'am. Please let's have a seat.
On behalf of the entire ICAN Western Zone, I want to present to you, ma'am, this flag of special recognition in your honor for your contributions, support, and efficient moderation on the lead paper session, as well as selfless services to our great institute. This day, 8th February 2023. Thank you very much.
Please help me celebrate them. You can see a woman making presentation to women. And I'm sure there is no agitation for gender balance again, because the swan are taking swag.
Prof, I really want to appreciate you. So you are cool now. On behalf of the ICAN Western Zone, we really want to appreciate you for the beautiful presentation. So without any iota of doubt, we really enjoy it. Like we should not even stop. Thank you very much. We continue to enrich your wisdom. So I want to present to you this flag of special recognition in your honor for your contributions, support, and commitment towards the success of the Western Zone Accountants Conference, as well as your selfless services to our great institute. This day, 8th February 2023. Thank you very much.